It also even goes into play when we're talking about going to see a concert at Red Rocks. So I want to talk about that one today instead of skiing. So with Red Rocks, this is something that is very, very near and dear to my heart. One of my favorite things to do in Denver is to go check out live music at Red Rocks Amphitheater. If you guys don't know about Red Rocks, first of all, get under the red rock that you're hiding under, because it is the best outdoor music venue in the world. And it's not just me that's saying that. It's actually recently been ranked as the top venue in a lot of different magazines and different polls. There's just a ton of stuff out there online if you want to look into Red Rocks Amphitheater and what makes it so special. But I actually worked there for several years in high school, going into college. So I actually helped a friend of mine start a vodka lemonade business here. And we actually had 3 different stands in the Red Rocks Amphitheater where we sold these vodka lemonades. And so I was at Red Rocks all the time. In fact, I think for a couple seasons, I went to every single show that was there in the entire year. So I don't know how many shows I've seen at Red Rocks. It's probably 300 or more at this point. But what blew me away when I moved back to Denver was just the cost of just going up to see a show. And it's not just the cost of buying the concert tickets. That's a whole separate rabbit hole to go down, where before you could easily buy a ticket and have it be face value. Nowadays, there's all these bots and things online that are basically buying up all the tickets immediately as soon as they go on sale, and then you're forced to pay twice the retail amount for these resale tickets. So right there, you're already paying $150 to $200 per concert ticket. But the bigger piece to this is a couple things. First off, you're not allowed to keep your car there overnight, so you don't have the ability to drive up and then after you've had a few drinks with your friends, leave your car there and take a cab home. You're forced, if you're driving, you gotta take your car up, but you also gotta take it out of there at the end of the night. That's gonna be an hour long at least, just traffic jam, just getting your car out of there around a lot of other cars that you're not quite sure about the quality of drivers at that point. But what most people do, myself included, is we always take Ubers there. Take a Lyft, take a shared ride service. And it's pretty easy getting out there because everybody's getting there early or late. You can get there a couple hours before the show starts and kind of pregame in one of the parking lots before the doors open. That's what we always like to do. But getting out of there is just the biggest nightmare ever. They used to allow Lyft to pick you up in multiple different places around Red Rocks. Now they've isolated it all just to one place. So imagine, get out of the concert, you're tired, everybody just wants to, get out of there and get back home or go somewhere else afterwards. And nowadays, it is this headache where you get to this one stand and you've got probably 100 Lyft cars trying to see if one of those is yours. You've got people that have cash on them that are trying to bribe the Lyft drivers, maybe the one that you already ordered, to just take them instead and take this cash as a tip. It just becomes this huge headache and very expensive. What would normally be maybe a $30 to $40 Lyft expense just to take the Lyft out there, going home, it could be a $200 Lyft expense just to get out of there. So they bump up the fees big time. So, again, just doing some quick napkin math, let's just say you got a date night, you're taking your significant other out to a concert, you're looking at maybe $300 to $400 just in the concert tickets. These vodka lemonades that are really good that I've been talking about, those are 10 to 12 bucks a piece. Maybe you're spending $100 or more on drinks and some food. Then you got your Lyft there and back. You're looking at a $500 night just to go see a concert. So some of these activities like this have just gotten so blown out of proportion with how expensive they are. I'm just finding myself just not going to as many concerts and not just doing some of these activities as often as I used to. And before I moved back down here, I just had no idea that some of this stuff like this was just so much more expensive. So